He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play wins it for Frazier. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makai touchdown.
Into the layup, goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
We get rolling here, game number 2 of the day in the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic. The Chiefs of James Caldwell take on the Raiders of Hillsborough. Good afternoon once again, everybody. I'm Kevin Connolly, joined alongside Lars Dorson. We thank you for joining us. First game saw the Patrick School take down Compass Basketball Academy. We turn our attention here to Caldwell, who typically is a fixture near the top of Essex County, Lars, but just a 6-5 record for the Chiefs coming into this game.
Yeah, strong start this year from Hillsborough on the other hand, starting off 8-1 this young season.
Yeah, Hillsborough has looked like a team vastly improved from a season ago. Look at this Caldwell team. It didn't start off great. They dropped their first 2 games to North Tech and Payne Tech. Then they responded with 5 consecutive victories before losing 3 straight and then a win last time out against Belleville. So trying to put together another winning streak here are the Chiefs. As for Hillsborough, Lars, you mentioned 8-1. Their only loss was against Del Barton. Hillsborough out of Morris County, so having to play games against teams like Del Barton. They are riding a 7-game winning streak into this one and defeated Gill St. Bernard's already twice this season. Both were close, low-scoring games. They won 49-48 in the season opener, and then last time out, they won 41-39. You'll see Gill St. Bernard's in our final game tonight against Roselle Catholic. So we're just about set to go here between Caldwell and Hillsborough. We'll step aside for a quick break. Be back with the starting lineups right after this here on D1 Media Pro.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler. Pitch is hit in the air, left field. Going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder.
Play the 1-2.
Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. That Miller pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning.
Back here at Caldwell University, we go live to the floor for the starting lineups. First for the Raiders of Hillsborough. So Nick Loesch, Zion Harrison, Jaden Green, Philip Ungast, and Manny Rodriguez are your starters for Timothy Palek's Raiders of Hillsborough. Now the starters for Mike Fee's Caldwell Chiefs. Well, there are your Caldwell starters. Lance Jenkins, Nick Swank, Mike Zamloot, Joe Giannetta, and Dan Paris. Well, we're just about set to go. Second game of the day here in the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic. Should be a good one here between James Caldwell and Hillsborough. Most of the games we've had have been very good and competitive throughout, and expecting nothing different for the remaining 4 games here on this Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening. Although the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic comes to an end here in 2024 after today's games, we still have a lot more games to come on this holiday weekend with a handful of Martin Luther King showcases tomorrow. Freedom Fighter Showcase, an event at Weequahic High School. So stay locked to our schedule on our homepage here on the NFHS Network for all of our upcoming broadcasts. Caldwell is in the blue, Hillsborough is in the white, and we are ready to go here from Caldwell. Lance Jenkins to jump it up, and the tap is won by Phillips Ungast, and Hillsborough will control. Raiders into the lane. Rodriguez dumps it out. Lokist has all day to shoot, and he doesn't miss first time down the floor for Hillsborough. Now, Nick Loesch, senior sharpshooter for Hillsborough. You're not going to want to leave him open out on the perimeter. Caldwell does that first time down the floor. Sideline out here for the Chiefs. Inside, bit of a hesitation, and getting it knocked away was Joe Giannetta, and it's going back to Hillsborough. Around the perimeter into the corner. Another three-pointer on the way from Harrison, no. Rebound loose on the deck, and we'll get a whistle and a jump ball, and the arrow will send it to Caldwell.
Yeah, 2 good open looks for Hillsborough to start this game. Caldwell's got to play some better perimeter defense if they want to stay close. Not let Hillsborough hit so many threes.
Chiefs normally at the top of their section, trying to round into form as the state playoffs quickly approach here in New Jersey. Giannetta inside Jenkins, and there's a three-pointer from Nick Swank.
A lot of good looks from the corners for both these teams to start out here.
You get the feeling that this could be a high-scoring game. Just have that sense. Pair of three-pointers early in the game for both sides. Ungast goes inside, gets tied up, and will go to the free throw line. Foul goes on Lance Jenkins. That's his first. Ungast shooting 2 at the line.
First one, no good.
One for 2 is Ungast at the line, and Caldwell looking to run off the made free throw right into the lane, and Rodriguez is there for the rejection.
Yeah, Manny Rodriguez looks to be the big man on this Hillsborough team, number 34. Look for him to be a presence in the paint.
Swank working on Green, and Jenkins will look to reset for Caldwell. Swank on the drive, floater, a late whistle, and it'll signal a foul on Hillsborough. Jaden Green picks up the foul. It's his first. And Nick Swank goes to the line to shoot 2. Both teams mirror images of each other in the early going. Both have hit a 3. Both have gone 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Loesch hit that 3 for Hillsborough. He'll give it up for Harrison, who nearly traveled and then turned it over on an errant pass. Giannetta, nice move into the lane, and then stepping out of bounds on the sideline was Mike Zamloot.
Yeah, very nice move from Giannetta. Fortunately, foot was out of bounds on the pass. No points there for Caldwell.
We remain tied at 4. 5:15 to go here in this opening quarter. Loesch on the drive, shut down by Swank. Ungast rolling through the lane, lost it, got it back, and put it back up and in. On the drive, Zamloot all the way to the hole.
Quite an even start for both these teams here. One doesn't have a clear advantage over the other. Hopefully see a good balanced matchup here.
Loesch off on a 3. Caldwell looking to run. Zamloot on the drive again, gets double teamed, and a whistle will signal a jump ball. And we're going back down the other end of the floor to Hillsborough. Ungast on the drive, now Green. Baseline, trying to go around the rim, no good, and then he'll be called for a foul, reaching in back behind the play. It'll be his second foul, so Jaden Green will head to the bench for Hillsborough. Adit Shah will come on and replace him. Jenkins, too strong. Shah right into the game and grabs a rebound. Dangerous cross-court pass that can't be handled by Harrison. Ball picked off by Ungast. Six Caldwell and Hillsborough. Stepping outside the arc and drilling the 3 is Philip Ungast. Ungast with 6 early for Hillsborough. Zamloot able to stay with it. Jenkins had space, picked up his dribble. Zamloot to the basketball, to the deck, and with 2 points as well. Mike Zamloot now has 4 for the Chiefs as their leading scorer. Loesch picks up his dribble at the free throw line and comes back out for Ungast. Loesch again to the basket, might have gotten it blocked on the way through. Caldwell slowed things up. They didn't have numbers, trailing the play.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
Apologies for those audio difficulties. Back here, start of the second quarter. Caldwell with an 11-9 lead over Hillsborough. Kevin Conley, Lars Dorson with you here. Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic. Mike Zamluda and Nick Swank leading the way with 4 points apiece for Caldwell. Philip Ungast leading the way for Hillsborough, and he's got a chance for 3 and something to say as well to Santiago Garces, who picks up the foul for Caldwell.
Yeah, nice fast break opportunity for 23, Ungast. Now there's a chance for 3 at the line.
First foul on Garces, and Ungast, who was absolutely gassed after that first quarter, stays on the floor and can't complete the three-point play. Going right back down low to Garces. He goes up no. Ungast is best player on the floor for Hillsborough this far, and he comes down with the rebound. Adit Shah gives it up for Unganst. That ball knocked away in the corner and unable to be saved by Joe Giannetta. It'll stay right here with Hillsborough. Shah down low, nobody there. He was trying to find Zion Harrison. All, minute into this second quarter. Another steal from Hillsborough. Guess who comes away with it? It's Unganst. And that's stolen right back. All alone is Brody Cook. And an easy 2 points for the junior. He now has 4 for the Chiefs as he joins Swank and Zamloot. All three tied for the leading scorer here for Caldwell. Unganst, double team, tries to spin out of it and traveled in the process.
Yeah, and Unganst looking a little bit sloppy.
And going right at him is Santiago Garces, and it triggers a timeout for Hillsborough. Unganst still not happy with the travel called. And Hillsborough wants to talk things over as they trail by 4 with 6:21 to go here in the second quarter. We'll step aside for a break as well. We'll be back after these messages here on D1 Media Pro.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look. Out there and you're all alone. Life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look.
15-11, Caldwell in front of Hillsborough. 6:21 to play before halftime. Caldwell looking to build some momentum this season. It's been a roller coaster of a year for the Chiefs with winning streaks and losing streaks of all sorts. They've just snapped a 3-game skid and trying to go on a 2-game winning streak, while Hillsborough 8-1. It's been a magic start for the Raiders. Only loss came against Del Barton. And trying to keep that streak rolling here against Hillsborough.
Yeah, 7 games straight for Hillsborough. Looking to make it 8. They definitely got a good shot at doing that today.
Well, they trail by 4. Nick Loesch had the opening 3-pointer of the game for Hillsborough. Philip Unganst has their last 8 points, make it 10.
Yeah, Caldwell hasn't been really able to stop number 23, Philip Unganst. So far, he's kept this team in the game.
He tried to come up with a steal, but his foot was on the sideline as he threw it off the body of Garces. And that's going to be a foul on Unganst. He really does toe the line with his physicality, and he just put his shoulder right into the chance of Brody Cook, and officials get him for the foul.
Yeah, he's unhappy with it. I'm a bit confused. He definitely looks like he put a clear shoulder into Caldwell there.
Cook right down the lane, dumps it off, and Unganst comes away with the block. And as he goes down to the deck, able to get it over for Rodriguez. Hillsborough doesn't have numbers as Unganst just now joining the play. Inside Rodriguez, can't get the layup to go. Zamloot with the good defense for the Chiefs. Cook on the drive, right to the basket, and the finger roll. Brody Cook a strong first half. He has 6.
All tied at 15 here. Caldwell right back in this game.
And then a foul is called on Caldwell down the other end. Foul goes on Marco Sozio. It's his first. Team second of this second quarter. Ungans hoists from three off the mark. And the rebound to Swank. Swank on the drive into the lane, and he traveled. Was looking to dump it off down low on the baseline for Dan Paris. And then another whistle, and it'll be a reach-in foul on Caldwell. Nick Swank's first foul. Three-pointer on the way from the corner, and that snaps Philip Ungan's 10-0 personal run as Hillsborough adds three more to its total. Back to a one-point game with 4:07 to go. Roberto Santiago with the triple as Zamloot answers with a three of his own. Santiago gives it up. Ungans trying to continue the three-point barrage. No good. Santiago now in the corner. Nice feed to the cutting Loesch for the easy basket. And now, Lark, we're really seeing these offenses find their groove.
Yeah, definitely a slower start to this game aside from cold three-pointers. But now these offenses are getting into it. A lot of points being scored here.
Giannetta back for Zamloot. Can't get two in a row as the rebound is deflected off of Hillsborough, but hang on a second. Referees are going to talk about things and they'll change the call. And it looks like that's the right call. From my perspective, it did look like it ricocheted off Dan Paris as Brody Cook will come back on the floor for Caldwell. Ungans right into the body. They'll say the foul is on the floor against Caldwell. Ungans going right at Lance Jenkins. Look at the second foul on Jenkins. Be the fourth team foul on Caldwell, so free throws the rest of the half for Hillsborough, but first Caldwell will call a timeout. Just under 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Caldwell in front by a bucket.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
20-18, Caldwell leads Hillsborough. Game number 2 on this Sunday afternoon on the final day of the 2024 Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic. I want to thank all of those here in part with the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic for allowing us to showcase and broadcast these 11 fantastic games. Started on Friday night with Don Bosco Prep led by Dylan Harper against St. Mary's Rutherford, and it will conclude at 8 o'clock tonight was the final tip-off time as Roselle Catholic takes on Gill St. Bernard. That's a long two from Zion Harrison. Nothing comes away with it. And then a tie-up on the floor. And the arrow will keep it down here with Hillsborough. Against, calling for it down low. They can't get it to him. Stolen away by Giannetta. And he's looking to run. Gets it knocked away right into the lap of Swank. Cook going inside, off the window, no. Gets it right back among the trees, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
And Unax a bit slow to get down the court on that last possession. You know, it seems extremely frustrated when he couldn't get the ball down low. You know, bad defense from him, allowing Caldwell 2 shots to the line.
First free throw from Brody Cook will go in. Foul was on Manny Rodriguez, his first. Just the second team foul in the quarter for Hillsborough. And Cook goes 1 of 2 from the line as the rebound is into the hands of Roberto Santiago. Loesch down low, count it, and a chance for 3. Manny Rodriguez, a chance to even this game up at the free throw line. Brody Cook picks up his first foul. And Rodriguez unable to complete the three-point play at the line, but Unganst gets the rebound, and he'll step outside the arc and leave the shot short. And Caldwell will let it go out of bounds.
Philip Unganst had a 10-point run early, unable to get anything started since.
And he will go to the bench for his first breather of the game as Adit Shah will re-enter for the Raiders. Zamloot on the drive, and a reach-in foul called on Santiago. First foul on Roberto Santiago. Ball nearly fumbled out of bounds by Cook, and then unable to be saved on the baseline as Harrison had his foot on the baseline. 1:37 to go here in the half to the 1-point Caldwell lead. Into the lane, tough shot, unable to get the roll is Giannetta. Caldwell will stay with it, and then turned over by Zamloot. Right into the hands of Harrison, who will get into the lane, kick it out. Loesch the extra pass, and Shaw's 3 was halfway down and out, and then an over-the-back foul on Harrison, which will be his second. Philip Unganst will come back in as Harrison will leave with 2 fouls. It's just the 4th team foul on Hillsborough. The next one would put Caldwell at the free throw line. Swank looking for space down the lane, and he's fouled. Manny Rodriguez will pick up the foul. Now that's going to be his second. Actually, check that. They're going to get the foul on Adit Shah, so it's only his first. Timothy Palick, he thought that foul was going to be on Rodriguez as well. He was ready to send somebody in to replace him with 2 fouls. Instead, luckily for Hillsborough, the foul does go on Shah. Nick Swank hits the front end and makes both now free throws to put Caldwell's lead back to 3. Minute to go here in the first half. 23-20. Hillsborough on top. Unganst could have gotten away with a travel at half court. Rodriguez turns the corner into the lane, very short on the runner, and then saved it on the baseline and threw it out of bounds on the sideline, looking for Santiago. Caldwell can hold for the final shot of this first half if they want to. 30 seconds left. They nearly get caught up on the baseline. They swing it around the perimeter. Three-pointer no good. Offensive rebound. Zamloot traveled looking for the corner. Trying to check his feet, and he was about 3/4 of a step too far back and made the three-pointer, Lars, but it doesn't count.
Yeah, unlucky break for Caldwell. That's tough. Seeing made threes not count.
Back to Hillsborough. As Caldwell will pick up full court, and we'll see if Hillsborough wants to hold for the final shot. They won't because they turn it over, and there's your three-pointer from Joe Giannetta.
Yeah, Joe Giannetta making up for Swank.
And then a foul is called on Caldwell in the corner, and it'll put Hillsborough at the free throw line. The foul is on Giannetta. It's his first. And Nick Loesch will shoot 2 free throws for Hillsborough. Loesch will have one more. Adit Shah and Roberto Santiago back on the floor for the Raiders. Marco Sozio back on for Caldwell. One more for Loesch, and he goes 1 of 2 from the line. Caldwell with 10 seconds at half court, up for Sozio. Thought about the three. Cross-court pass is intercepted by Santiago. He gets it knocked away, gets it back, and nearly banked it in. Frantic end to the first half, but we have hit halftime as Caldwell has a 5-point lead over Hillsborough after 2 quarters. We'll step aside for a break and be back with the second half right after this here on D1 Media Pro.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the free. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Makayaton touchdown. Fallujah wins it. The championship.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's the face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
Oh, what a bad call! You have no business being out there.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly, yeah, I'm feeling.
It's his responsibility as Maldonado cranks one into deep left field. You can forget about that. Chris Maldonado with home run number 2 today. He's got
as this one is ripped into left field. A bat flip and a homer for Tyler.
Pitch is hit in the air, left field. Going over Fiore. He's back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. A leadoff home run for St. Joseph's Regional. Ellis Garcia gets things started for the Green Knights. Here in the payoff pitch is hit in the air, deep right center field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone! A grand slam for Matthew Monteleone. And it kicks and fires. That pitch is hit in the air, deep right field. Get out of town! Michael, you waited up, and Marcus Johnson smacked it out of the yard. A leadoff bomb from the Cougars center fielder. Play the 1-2. Hit in the air, deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, it is long gone off the house. Makai Moore with a go-ahead 2-run shot way out of here. At Miller. Pitch is a breaking ball, cut on and missed. Hard strikes out the side of the third. We head to the home half. But the first pitch to Hollander is belted in the air. Deep left field. That ball is high, it is far, and it is gone. Matthew Hollander wastes no time getting Milburn on the board here in the first inning. Thomason, handoff, has room. He's got the first down. He stays on his feet. Thomason dives. Touchdown!
First title since 2016. Phillips with numbers 3-on-1. The finish and a 4-point Pirate lead.
Pitch is hit in the air, right field. Reed going back on it. He's still back. He's looking up, and it one hops up against the wall. On his way to score is Harcourt. Heading to third is Sprock. He'll put the brakes on and scamper back to second base. There's a shot and a goal! Charles Giordano to put Seton Hall Prep up 2. and they're 5:37 away.
Up by 2. They have a 2-on-1. The puck is jarred free. Mendoza scores! The puck was knocked free right to the stick of Rocco Mendoza, and it's 4-1 Pirates. Glover, one-on-one with the basket. Oh, Jaden Glover! With the windmill to send this place into a frenzy. And
to the corner. Lawrence. No-look pass, and Wilcher lays it in.
Wilcher to the hole. Simeon Wilcher starting to heat up. He's got 4 points, and Roselle Catholic leads by 11.
Watson to his brother, and Tariq is fouled and hits it. They'll go to the line for 1.
They'll pick it up, the clock will move. Lawrence with Adams on him, lost his footing, gets a shot up, and he gets it to go. At the buzzer, Jamarcus Lawrence, a big first quarter for the Nebraska commit. He's going to take it himself for a championship.
A double play, Winston the Great. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. Micaiah Todd, touchdown. Volusia wins it. The championship.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, there's a heart. I'm here to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
We start the second half here between James Caldwell and Hillsborough. 5-point lead for the Chiefs after 2 quarters. I'm Kevin Connolly, joined alongside Lars Dorson. And Caldwell going backdoor to start the second half, but it was Jaden Green who rejected it near the rim. Nick Loesch started the first half with a 3-pointer. That's going to be an offensive foul on Zion Harrison, and it's his 3rd. Harrison just driving baseline and extending that off forearm. Easy call for the officials to make.
Yeah, can't be doing that if you're Harrison. Let's see if Caldwell can take this opportunity and get back into this game.
5-point lead for the Chiefs. And a travel on the other end by Mike Zamloot. Game number 3 of the day coming up at 4 o'clock. It'll be Ramapo and College Achieve Asbury Park. Ungas traveled. Second time he's been called for steps today. Zamloot passes up on the 3 to take the long 2, and a good decision for Mike Zamloot. Zamloot had 7 at halftime. Him and Brody Cook both had 7 in that first half for Caldwell. And that ball into the backcourt. Chiefs the first one on it. Rodriguez picks up the foul, and free throws are upcoming for Caldwell's Dan Paris. Second foul on Manny Rodriguez. Harris did not score in that first half for Caldwell. And now he has with a friendly bounce off the back iron. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. 9-point lead for Caldwell. It's their largest lead today. And now they're going to apply some pressure in the backcourt. Loesch? Haven't really seen him shoot a lot. Lars in this game after he made that three-pointer on the opening possession for the Raiders.
No, a lot of Philip Unaxt here shooting. Not a lot from Loesch.
Longast will shoot, and he's short on the three-pointer. And then it's taken right back by Hillsborough, and they'll throw it behind him. But before he threw it behind him, a timeout was called by Hillsborough. So good hustle by Jaden Green, keeping the possession alive for the Raiders. 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout called by Hillsborough. We'll take a timeout with them as well. To 21. James Caldwell on top of Hillsborough. Chiefs trying to knock off the Raiders' 7-game winning streak. Hillsborough inbounding from the baseline, and it's rejected by Zamloot, but getting it right back is Jaden Green. So Green really making that play for the Raiders. Just his first bucket of the game, and his hustle brings them within 7. Caldwell playing catch out on the perimeter. Just back and forth they go between Mike Zamloot and Joe Giannotto. Now they'll let Nick Swank get in on the action. And then Zamloot, after all that, will drill the 3. It was like a lullaby for Caldwell. They lulled Hillsborough to sleep, and Zamloot buried the triple. Point Caldwell lead. Ungas trying to do it by himself. Back out to the top. Harrison on the drive. Ungas open for 3. Can't hit it. He's gone cold after his personal 10-0 run earlier in the first half. And then a reach-in foul on Rodriguez. It'll be his 3rd.
Yeah, Hillsborough at the start of the second half, they're getting into some foul trouble here. They got to watch it. They got a couple guys with 3. Getting into trouble here.
It'll be the 3rd team foul of the quarter for Hillsborough as well, and Rodriguez will go to the bench with his 3 fouls. Zamloot's got 12 for Caldwell, and then another reach-in foul on Hillsborough. This will be Jaden Green's 3rd. So Zion Harrison, Jaden Green, and Manny Rodriguez, all with 3 fouls for Hillsborough.
Yeah, it just can't be happening so early in this game. You know, Caldwell just has an opportunity to attack those guys. You know, they can't do much. Can't risk getting a 4th, fouling out. 4th and 5th, fouling out.
On the drive, right to the basket. Good defense there by Green with his 3 fouls as he denies Lance Jenkins. And then it's Green down the lane. Hillsborough reset. That's a deep 3 from Loesch, gets no good. Ungassed on the offensive glass, and a foul is called on the floor.
Joe Giannata comes off for the Chiefs.
Brody Cook back on the floor. And then a 5-second count on Hillsborough. Adit Shah can't get the ball inbounds. Stolen away by Shah. He'll go to the basket, and he's fouled by Zamloot. That'll be the first foul on Zamloot. Second team foul on Caldwell in this third quarter with 3.5 to play. And it puts Adit Shah at the line. Roberto Santiago back on the floor, hit a 3-pointer in that first half. Free throw was Shah's first points of the game. And he misses the second, but Ungassed on the offensive glass, and he'll have a chance for 3. So Ungassed scoreless this third quarter until now.
Chance for 3 here. Cut the lead down to 6 for Hillsborough.
Sozio back on the floor. Free throw no good. Another offensive rebound, and unable to stick it back was Green. Caldwell finally able to control the boards, and then a carry will be called on the Chiefs. Sozio was palming that ball underneath. Foul called on the floor against Caldwell once again. It'll go on Dan Paris. It'll be his first. Fourth team foul. Both teams with 14 fouls with over 3 minutes remaining. Santiago on the drive. Now it's Sa back out to the top. Harrison's 3 will go. First points of the game for Zion Harrison. And it's a 4-point game with Hillsborough on the comeback trail.
Hillsborough with some new light here in this third quarter.
They nearly come away with a turnover. Paris controls it in the corner, and the Chiefs will reset. On the drive, looking to make something happen was Swank, and a travel will be called on Hillsborough. And a timeout is called by Caldwell. They'll try to settle things down. 2:21 to play here in the third quarter. 33-29. The Chiefs are in front. 33-29, James Caldwell in front of Hillsborough, 2:21 to play in the third quarter. Chiefs called timeout. They'll inbound from the baseline. They'll send it into the quarter to Giannetta, and he turns it over. Hillsborough looking to run down the lane, and a foul. Free throws upcoming for Roberto Santiago as this Caldwell lead continues to dwindle. Brody Cook is called for the foul. It's his second. And Santiago, 3 points today. Chance to make it 5 at the free throw line as he hits the first. Quick breather for Philip Unganst. Free throw no good. Ungan splits the double team. Right back up and in for Hillsborough. Caldwell just has not been able to match the physicality of Hillsborough on the free throw blocks. As Ungan nearly comes away with a steal. Paris down low.
Caldwell lead back up to 3 here. Things getting hot.
A bucket that the Chiefs desperately needed, but they have to stop fouling. It's going to send the Raiders back to the free throw line, and it'll be the third on Brody Cook. So Roberto Santiago, who was just 1 of 2 from the line, will head back and shoot 2 more. Santiago can make it a 1-point game with a made free throw here. And he does just that. So 6 points on the day for Santiago, and Caldwell's lead is back down to 1. And Santiago comes away with a steal, looking to give Hillsborough the lead, and he'll have the chance to do so at the free throw line.
Another foul from Caldwell. He's got to play better defense than that. Giving Hillsborough too many free opportunities at the line.
Caldwell not able to handle the Hillsborough pressure. That foul is on Joe Giannetta, his second. Santiago, 3 of his last 4. Unganst was making his way into the lane, thinking that it was a 1-and-1, I guess. They won't call a lane violation on him. They'll count the free throw. 35-35, 1:36 to go, and the second free throw no good, and then an offensive foul is called on Unganst on the block out. So that time Caldwell did block him out, and now he gets called for the foul. That's the 5th team foul on Hillsborough, so we'll walk down the other end of the floor and shoot 2 free throws with Caldwell. Dan Paris, 2 for 2 from the line in this quarter. 2 strong on the first, he'll have 1 more. And he goes 1 of 2 from the line to put Caldwell back on top, 36-35. Minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. Hillsborough leading by 1. Green, driving, got it rejected. Big time block from Giannetta. Zamloot looking to run. 1 more pass into the corner, and that 3 was blocked. It was Rodriguez who got his fingertips on it. Rodriguez finds Santiago. Green nowhere to go. 40 seconds left. Oh, nice feed. Saw inside. Green couldn't finish. Got it back. No. Unganced again, and he's fouled on the floor. But in the bonus, he'll go to the line. Looked like Joe Giannetta might have gotten hit with an elbow in the chin. Took himself out of the mix for that rebound. He'll stay on the floor, but Philip Unganced will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. One for 2 for Unganced. He has 5 here in the second half, and we're tied again at 36. Giannetta trapped. Unganced like a defensive back, able to come out and steal that ball out of the air. Hillsborough can hold for the final shot if they want to. Mosh uses a screen. Now it's Santiago. Rodriguez sets it. 7 for Loash. Loash twisting, turning into the corner. They have to get a shot up. They will, and it bounces off the back iron by Adit Shah. Hillsborough has tied things up as we go to the fourth quarter, 36-all against Caldwell. $36-all. James Caldwell and Hillsborough tied as we enter the fourth quarter. Still 3 more games to play after the conclusion of this one here today at the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic. 4 p.m. game is College Achieve Asbury Park against Ramapo, St. Benedict's and St. Joe's Metuchen at 6. And then the nightcap is Roselle Catholic against Gill St. Bernard's.
Yeah, Hillsborough really worked ourselves back into this game, down 5 at half. Down 10 at one point in that third quarter, but in the second half of that third quarter, really worked themselves back in. Definitely showing a bit more speed to this Caldwell team that has been able to handle it.
It'll be Hillsborough ball to begin the fourth. Jaden Green going inside. A lot of traffic as the ball is knocked out of bounds off of Caldwell. Inbounds up top for Unganced. Into the corner, 3-pointer, too strong. Offensive rebound for Jaden Green. Hillsborough in front by a bucket as that ball gets poked away from behind. And Hillsborough dominating since halftime. Shah On the drive, down the lane, off the window. First field goal for Adit Shah. And the Hillsborough lead is now 4. Caldwell needs an answer, and they need one in a hurry. As a foul will be called away from the basketball, and it's a moving screen on the Chiefs.
Chiefs just falling apart here early in this fourth quarter. Haven't been able to get many good looks. Haven't been able to stop anything on defense.
Foul was on Joe Giannetta. It's his third, and Caldwell wants to call timeout and try and settle things down. They trail now by 4, 1 minute and 3 seconds into this fourth quarter.
There's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
Back after the timeout, Hillsborough basketball. They lead Caldwell by 4, 40-36. Trailed by as many as 10 in the third quarter, and then an offensive foul against Hillsborough. They'll say Zion Harrison with a trip, and that'll be his 4th foul.
This is not good territory for Hillsborough players. You know, a lot of their guys with 3-4 fouls can't be playing as hard as you want to with that.
Home run ball down the other end. That'll be controlled by Swank. He'll go to the basket and unable to get it to go by Ungzank. And then losing his footing is Jaden Green, and he's called for the travel. Not sure if he slipped or he might have tripped over the legs of Ungzank, who was down on the deck. Zion Harrison will now go to the bench with his 4 fouls for Hillsborough. Zamlut backing his way into the post. Ball knocked away from behind, controlled by Paris in the corner. Swank, nothing doing. Giannetta, and a foul is called inside on Hillsborough. It's the 4th foul on Manny Rodriguez. So 2 Hillsborough players with 4 fouls. They're not a very deep team. 2nd team foul in this 4th quarter. Rodriguez is going to stay on the floor with 4. Caldwell has to be aggressive, try to get to the basket. They'll do it right here, and another foul on Hillsborough. It'll be on Roberto Santiago, and it will result in free throws for Caldwell.
3rd team foul here, 2 minutes in. Hillsborough can't be playing like this. Caldwell's going to get to the line too many times for them to keep this lead.
And the first free throw will drop for Brody Cook, his first points of the second half. And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. A 2-point game 6 minutes to play. On the drive, offensive foul. They'll get Santiago with the charge.
That's their 14th foul in this quarter. We got 2 minutes to go by. That's Santiago's third.
And Caldwell will be shooting free throws for the rest of this game now. So the path to a victory for the Chiefs seems pretty obvious. Drive the basketball and get to the free throw line. Well, they'll drive the basketball this time, and it's Brody Cook who ties the game at 40. Shaw with it. Looking to go inside. Double team comes. Green spins out of it and can't get the roll. Rebound knocked around and Paris controls it. And then maneuvering his way through traffic and getting fouled is Joe Giannata. Who is the foul on? Rodriguez thinks it's on him. If it is, it's his fifth, and it is. So Manny Rodriguez has fouled down. He scores 2 points. He goes to the bench. Zion Harrison, who has 4 fouls, will come back on the floor for the Raiders. And free throws for Joe Giannata for Caldwell. And he's too strong on the first free throw. Nick Loesch also comes back in for Santiago. Giannata, 1 for 2 from the line, and Caldwell's back on top. First points of the second half for Giannata. Only had 3 on a triple in the first half. Around the perimeter, there's Harrison. He'll drive, Ungas sidesteps, passes up on the 3, and a blocking foul called down low on Caldwell. Ungas down holding his knee. The foul will go on Paris. It'll be his second. And Ungas is still on the deck, grabbing at his knee for Hillsborough. He'll be helped up by his teammates. And he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hillsborough with the chance to take back the lead here.
Ungan still trying to work out as he's favoring his left knee. Also trying to wipe up some sweat out on the floor. 4:44 to play in the fourth quarter. Ungist still waiting on these 2 free throws. Able to make the first, tie this game at 41. Ungist now with 16 points for Hillsborough. And he goes 2 of 2 from the line. And he still favoring that left leg just a bit. Caldwell on the drive. Giannata picks up his dribble, and the Chiefs will bring it back out to the top and reset. Now it's Zamloot. Dribble handoff right down the lane. Easy finish for Brody Cook. And we go back and forth at the midway point of this fourth quarter. Backing his way, offensive foul. Mike Zamlut steps in and takes the charge. It'll be the third foul on Ungest. And now he's getting up holding his right leg. Nick Loesch to the bench. Roberto Santiago back out on the floor. Caldwell with a 1-point lead and the basketball. Zamlut on the drive. He goes to the basket, up and under. Mike Zamlut starting to heat up for Caldwell.
Caldwell's got a 3-point lead. Hillsborough not looking too good. Got to do something soon.
Harrison on the drive, and he'll go to the free throw line. Zion Harrison, who's battled foul trouble all game long, only has 3 points for the Raiders. And it's a foul on Lance Jenkins, and now that's his 5th for Caldwell. So Jenkins DQ'd. He's only scored 1 point. See who Caldwell wants to put on the floor for him. Looks like it'll be Dan Paris who comes in. So Paris replaces Jenkins. And free throws for Harrison. Way too strong from Harrison on the first. One for two, and it's a 2-point game. Hillsborough wants to travel, they don't get it. A ball's bobbled on the baseline and then finally thrown away. Ungest calling for it. Santiago now on the drive, it's Shaw, gets caught up and it'll send be back out to the top. Ungest down low. Zamlut calling for a double team. It comes, and Ungest is going to the free throw line.
Chance to tie this game with 2 from the line for Ungest. He's looked good all game. Had a 10-0 run in the first quarter. Slowed down a bit since.
Fouls on Brody Cook, his 4th.
Yeah, now Caldwell's got a bit of foul trouble. Lance Jenkins already fouled out. Brody Cook with 4.
And Ungest misses the first free throw. 2:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. And he goes 1 for 2. 45-44. 2:38 to play. Hillsborough has forced Caldwell into some difficult situations with their pressure. They'll drop back here, and now blitz Zamlut as he'll fire it across to Cook. That ball thrown to nobody. Zamlut and Swank were both in the area. Giannetta just let it go, and it ends up in the first row. Here is Green, down low, Ungans. The triple team comes. Under 2 minutes to play. Harrison on the drive, right down the lane, and uses the window to give Hillsborough the lead. 46-45. 100 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Hillsborough faithful starting to make some noise here at Caldwell University. The James Caldwell Chiefs looking for an answer, and losing the ball out of bounds is Brody Cook.
Not able to hang on there. Ball just slips away. Hillsborough ball now. Now here's where Caldwell's got to get a word.
Inbounds comes to Loesch in the corner. Maneuvers through the Chiefs defense, and now instructions are to slow it down from the sideline. Shaw able to get rid of it. Looking for space is Green. And a good job by the Raiders to send it back out to the top. Under a minute to play here in the fourth. Shaw back out for Harrison. And now a foul finally given up by Nick Swank. It's where the debate of adding a shot clock comes into play. That was the fifth team foul on Caldwell, so it'll be 2 shots for Zion Harrison at the free throw line. And Harrison dentons the ball off the back iron, and it falls in. Harrison's had a strong second half. He's got 7 points since halftime. He's given Hillsborough a 2-point lead. And he cannot make the advantage three, and a big defensive rebound controlled by Zamloot. 2 timeouts left for Caldwell, 3 for Hillsborough. Here is Zamloot. Down the lane, twisting, turning, he's fouled and made the shot. Oh, what a shot from Mike Zamloot. A chance to give Caldwell the lead at the line. And a timeout is called by Caldwell before the free throw. Mike Zamloot's biggest shot of the game ties the score at 47, and he can give Caldwell the lead with a free throw. We'll be back after this here on D1 Media Pro. .47, 35.8 seconds are left on the clock. Free throw coming up for Mike Zamloot. The foul on Hillsborough was on Adit Shah. It's his second. But what a big-time shot from Mike Zamloot, tying this game up and a chance to give Caldwell the lead. They have 1 timeout remaining. Hillsborough with 3. The arrow favors Caldwell. Both teams are over the limit. Zamloot doesn't get the roll, and Ungans pulls down the board. Lost it on the way down, but was able to get rid of it to Jaden Green. Hillsborough can hold for the final shot if they want to. Do they want to call a timeout? I think Timothy Palick just told the referees he wants to call a timeout, but when will he? He's got 3 remaining. Now there's 10 seconds left. Here is Shaw. Shaw, and now the timeout it comes with 7.3 left. So Timothy Palick wanted these 7 seconds remaining. He could have called a timeout with 30. Instead, he waits for 7. It'll be a sidelines inbounds for Hillsborough, and we'll have that inbounds when we return. We already had 1 game in this event go to overtime. Are we going to have another? We'll find out in 7.7 seconds.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Or like the 8 o'clock game. 47-47, 7.3 left on the clock. Hillsborough called a timeout. They do have 2 remaining. The possession arrow favors Caldwell, and both teams are over the limit. It'll be Loesch, Harrison, Green, Shaw, and Unganst on the floor for Hillsborough. For Caldwell, it'll be Cook, Zamlut, Swank, Paris, and Giannetta. Shaw to inbound for Hillsborough. Swank will guard the inbounder. They'll get it in to Loesch. He'll hand for Harrison. He goes right down the lane, throws it off the foot of Giannetta, and then a timeout was called by Caldwell with 1.5 on the clock. So Caldwell calls their final timeout with 1.5 seconds left, and they'll be inbounding in the backcourt on the sidelines.
Yeah, Hillsborough turnover off of the foot of Caldwell. The coach just calls a timeout. 1.5, design up a play, see if you can get 1 shot up.
They could have called a kickball on Giannetta because the ball went right off of his foot on the pass, but they didn't, and Caldwell came away with the basketball. And now they'll have to set up a play with a 1.5 seconds left, and we're going to put 4 minutes on the clock and go into overtime. If you're Caldwell here, who are you going to? Mike Zamlut and Brody Cook are your leading scorers. Really the only 2 guys that have scored in this second half as well. Dan Paris does have 5 points since halftime, but Zamlut, the big shot to tie it at 47.
Yeah, he's been hot. I might be looking, if I'm coach, I might be looking to give it to him.
He's got 16. Brody Cook has 13. Hillsborough still has 2 timeouts if they want to use them. And they're actually going to bring the inbounds into the front court. Looked like the timeout was called with the ball in the backcourt, but they bring the ball into the front court. So big time advantage here for Caldwell that they don't have to cross the timeline. 1.5 seconds remaining. Cook will inbound. Zamlut calling for it. Instead it comes to half court, and just off target was Giannetta, and we are going to overtime here at the Dennis Gregory Memorial Classic. Tied at 47 between Caldwell and Hillsborough. Don't go anywhere. We'll add 4 minutes of the clock right after this. We go to overtime here between James Caldwell and Hillsborough, tied at 47. Both teams with a chance in the final 7.5 seconds, neither able to make a play. Kevin Connolly, Lars Dorson with you here on D1 Media Pro. Both teams get a timeout added. Team fouls stay the same. So both teams are over the limit. Now referees at the scorers table adjusting something, and I think they're just telling Mike Fest that he has one timeout, and Timothy Palick, he has 3.
And this is tough for Hillsborough because they're still in deep foul trouble.
Yeah, they already have Manny Rodriguez fouled out. Zion Harrison has 4 fouls. Caldwell has Brody Cook with 4, and Lance Jenkins already fouled out. The tip is controlled by Hillsborough, and they go inside to their star, Philip Ungans, to open the scoring here in overtime.
Yeah, Ungans a bit shaken up near the end of the 4th, but he's come strong back.
Paris with it. And he tried to find Cook, and it went off of his body out of bounds. Three and a half to play here in overtime. Loesch scoreless in this second half. And then a travel called on Harrison. Zamlut down the lane, kicks into the corner. Nice shot fake, stepping into a long 2 was Swank, and he missed it. Ungans is gassed as he pulls down the rebound. Ungans down the lane. One more around the perimeter. Here's Harrison, who gives it up, and Hillsborough in no rush. Ungans again into the corner. Shaw not willing to take the shot. Oh, good deke there by Harrison. Looked like he was on the baseline, but lost the handle anyway. Caldwell down the other end of the floor. Paris lost it. He drops it back for Zamlut. Ungans gambled and nearly came away with the steal. Right down the lane is Giannetta for the tie. Shaw in the corner. Now he'll drive and try and thread the needle to Green, and he turns it over. Giannetta again is fouled. So Joe Giannetta taking the action into his own hands here for Caldwell, as Adit Shah is called for his 3rd foul. And it'll send the junior for Caldwell to the line to shoot free throws with 1:35 left in overtime. Again, College Achieve, Asbury Park, and Ramapo coming up at 4 o'clock. Giannetta has 3 points in overtime. He had 4 points in regulation. He's got a chance to match that total just here in the first couple of minutes of overtime. Can't. Free throw spins out, but he has given Caldwell the lead. 50-49. 90 seconds to go in overtime. And a timeout is called by Hillsborough. They have 3 of them, so they might as well use one. 1:20 left to go here in overtime. We'll step aside for a quick break. Caldwell leading by a point.
Every
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Caldwell by a point. 1:20 to play in overtime. Kevin Connolly and Lars Dorsing with you here from Caldwell University. This is the second game of the showcase that has gone into overtime. The first game on Saturday went into overtime between Verona and Cedar Grove. Verona coming away with the victory. Here it's game number 2 on Sunday. And it's Caldwell who led for a majority of the first half as we went back and forth between the teams in the second half. And it's the Chiefs who have a 1-point lead here as a kickball violation on Nick Swank. Two timeouts left for Hillsborough, one for Caldwell. Dangerous pass, and then a foul is called on Brody Cook, and it's his 5th. And he knew it as soon as he did it. He hit Nick Loesch right across the face trying to reach in. And now Brody Cook has fouled out for Caldwell. Cook finishes with 13 points.
Caldwell looking for a 5th player.
Lance Jenkins has already fouled out. Cook is the second to foul out, and they'll call upon Marco Sozio, who we haven't seen in a while. Nick Loesch at the line, shooting 2 for Hillsborough. And he spins out on the first. Santiago will come in for Loesch if he makes this free throw. He doesn't, and Caldwell still leads, but the ball is saved underneath the basket, and Ungans comes away with it for Hillsborough. It was Sozio who tried to save it on the baseline, and giving Hillsborough another chance with a minute to play here in overtime. Loesch gives it up. Who wants to take the shot for the Raiders? Here's Harrison on the drive. Loesch back out. Feel like it's going to be Ungans who wants to take it. He does. It doesn't go in, and a timeout was called by Hillsborough. Oh, boy. Could you imagine if that Ungans shot went in and the timeout was granted before he went up with it? Well, they don't have, luckily for Hillsborough, they're not going to have to find out what could have been. 45 seconds left, and they just burned their second timeout here in overtime. They still lead by a point, and they'll have the ball when we come back on D1 Media Pro.
Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, when you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Livingston Dental Group, we treat you like family.
Everywhere you look,
Both teams with one timeout remaining. Both are in the bonus. Caldwell with the possession arrow and a 1-point lead. Here we go, Hillsborough to inbound. It'll come in for Loesch. Sa looking for space. Ungans on the drive, lost the handle, and now let's see. Referees pointed in different directions, and I think they are going to give it to Caldwell.
Yeah, Ungans losing control of the ball, looking for a foul call on defense, but he's not going to get anything.
So it'll be Caldwell basketball. And now Hillsborough, you'd think, is going to have to foul unless they can get a steal. And there is the foul that Unganst will give up. It'll be his fourth. Mike Zamloot is at the line, and he hits the first free throw. Make or miss, it'll still be a one-possession game. Zamloot left it short. Unganst pulled down the rebound. Hillsborough has one timeout if they want to use it. They trail by 2. Handoff for Saab. Cut off on the baseline. Back out for Unganst with 15 seconds left. Rises for 3, short. Offensive rebound, put back, bounces in for Harrison. Time still running. Tying at 51. Caldwell has to hurry. 3 seconds. Paris to the basket. The hesitation. No whistle. Now it is. They call a foul. It was a late whistle, but Paris is fouled, and he's going to the line with a chance to win the game for Caldwell. No time left on the clock. Will they add a couple tenths of a second? They'll add 7/10 of a second onto the clock. And Dan Paris, who has just been pacing around half court, will step to the line for 2 shots to try and give Caldwell the lead.
The biggest shots of the game here for Dan Paris. It's 1 and you win. 9, you got to play 4 more minutes.
So Paris will have 2. And he gets the big one on the first. Oh, that alleviates all the pressure for Dan Paris, and Caldwell calls their final timeout. Paris is fired up, but there's still 7/10 of a second left and a free throw to be attempted by the senior.
I mean, it's pretty simple path to victory here. I mean, you missed the free throw, no time left on the clock.
That's what Mike Fess is telling his team right now. As for Timothy Palick, he's trying to draw something up that would be miracle-esque for Hillsborough. If you're Caldwell, Lars, I think you do want to try and miss this, because in 7/10 of a second, it's nearly impossible to rebound and then throw it the length of the floor and get it off in time.
Yeah, and any shot's going to be from inside, well beyond half court.
And if Caldwell makes the free throw, then you always have the ability to actually set up a play or a foul off the ball that would give Hillsborough 2 free throws down the other end. So the strategy here for Caldwell, I think, would be to miss and then just don't foul.
Hillsborough, they fought all game, heartbreaking end here. Unless they can make a miracle out of this.
So one more free throw for Paris. It's Unganst and Green on the low blocks for Hillsborough. Paris misses it. Unganst the rebound. The heave is way too strong. And Caldwell wins 52-51 in overtime, thanks to the clutch free throws from the senior Dan Paris. What a game between Caldwell and Hillsborough. The 7-game winning streak for Hillsborough is snapped. They dropped to 8-2 on the season, while Caldwell goes on a 2-game winning streak and improves to 7-5. We'll stay right here for the presentation of the Players of the Game Awards, and then get you set for College Achieve and Ramapo coming up It'll probably be slightly delayed from 4 o'clock. See how much time they give each team to warm up. So Philip Unganst is the player of the game for Hillsborough with 17 points as he'll make his way to center court for the presentation. And you wonder who it's going to be for Caldwell. Is it Dan Paris, who hit the game-winning free throw, or they go to their leading scorer in Mike Zamloot, who hit the game-tying bucket at the end of regulation?
Yeah, clutch game-time bucket with the minute left in the fourth. You know, who knows? Maybe they don't. Maybe without that shot, they don't win. They don't make it to overtime.
And it is, in fact, Mike Zamloot as the game's MVP. He finished also with 17. So tip-off between Ramapo and College Achieve will be in about 20 minutes. But game 2 in the books, and it was a wild one. Caldwell 52, Hillsborough 51 in overtime. We'll be back for game 3 of the day in about 20 minutes here on D1 Media Pro.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the race.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McCartan touchdown. Wins it. The championship.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the race.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McCartan touchdown. Wins it. The championship.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the race.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McCartan touchdown. Wins it. The championship.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the race.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McCartan touchdown. Wins it. The championship.
He's going to take it himself for a championship.